Listen up, I'm Brian Pond, and with me today is Elrad. We are testing the new decay changes. Decay's got nerfed bat because after several hours of testing by multiple Heroes Hour players, as chiefly myself and Comradicor, we kind of determined they were busted. So we're testing to make sure that the nerf bat didn't hit too hard. Sound about right?
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, I don't know how much I should talk about the previous tests we did. Like, I don't know if those are, like, being released, as it were.
Yeah. And we're at a point again where it switched the teams up automatically. So I think this is purposeful.
That might be a bug.
Or,
no,
yeah.
It might be a bug.
Yeah, but I definitely don't like it.
It might be from reloading.
Yeah, maybe, but we're team 1 here. And
oh, yeah. And then I am Wild, Kato, team 2. We're on challenging 2-player hot seat. I think we're good to go.
Yep, I do like doing the double player check, because, like, yeah. Also, we've been looking at one thing we do each game is check
Oh, crap. You
Ungu-
have a monument.
Do you want a mulligan again? Because I have
An unguarded Sphinx. No. If this is what you have, God knows what I have. No, we can go ahead and continue.
Okay. I definitely think the tournament should have map mulligans too, because like this is a nut start. All right, that's Hard Soul.
With the way that I am trying to make my builds, the goal will be, unless things are really, really good for my opponent, I can still compete.
Cool. All right, let's see. Close to the major shrine.
Harpy Nest and White Obelisk
Thank
are
you.
your 2 landmarks.
Honestly, for testing, I don't mind just for your obelisk as well. Would you be cool with us both just hitting backspace?
I'm not touching the obelisks, and I would prefer that you do not backspace them.
Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. But
Yeah.
for me, I'm under the assumption that tournament players are going to find the obelisk, or obelisk are probably. I would just say obelisk shouldn't be part of the tournament because we have people who aren't native English speakers.
Like accessibility.
I
was gonna say. I was gonna say like
I see the. I don't see the harp. This is the harpy's nest. This is
that's the abomination hall.
So I just don't.
You
have
can't
it on
see
that.
where the harpy's nest is. Yeah, you don't know where it is yet. You're gonna have to keep looking.
Nope. We're gonna go pop and do a riddle. I shave every day, but my beard stays the same. What am I? You're a barber. I is just so smart. I figured that out.
You say that, but I have legitimately gotten a Sphinx riddle wrong, and I don't remember what it was.
Keld got that Sphinx riddle wrong. I've just played so much, I know all the Sphinx riddles now. And that's a free heavy cape on the ground.
Oh, like maybe you're gonna like the what is it? Are the pillar units still like crazy? Because I see some pandas.
Yeah, they're still crazy. Yeah, and we'll just show people how crazy they are real quick, because I wiped on the bird. Oh, it's the tier 2s that are really crazy, so I think I might be okay, but let's go ahead and take...
I don't think you can see pillar yet.
Yeah, but can we see the units? So we should be able to. No.
No, pillar's not in the lexicon. Because they're going to get their own page, just like every other faction, so they're not here yet.
Yeah, I think these will be fine. But I will be cautious, and I will end my turn.
All right, what do we got? Well, first of all, no pandas.
You got a free pillar that you can choose to consult. I would recommend consulting the pillar since it's right there.
16 miles south.
Yeah. So that, yeah. And
there's a free artifact for me.
Yep, free artifact, free holy light. Warrior's Greaves are good. I think those are the 2-statted ones.
I forgot. Like, I have 2 knowledge. I don't know. Like, how would we know if the caster buff went through?
I have no idea. We can just ask them because, like, I do think those are what we're trying to do. Champion statue. We're gonna recruit them. I actually haven't looked at Hard Souls in forever. She's got Vampire Mastery and she's got Necromancy. Yeah, she's trash. I don't want her.
Damn.
Yep, you heard it.
Soul Simp is gonna have words with you.
No, probably agreeance. This is yeah. They did our girl dirty. Right, this one is good. All right, so this one is still good. They have logistics, and they have logistics in a space we want it. Started off with 3 knowledge, which feels good. 1 attack, 1 defense. There we go.
I think they have swarming and recalcitrance. Oh, they do, of course, because they start with recalcitrance. Nah, they're solid.
Yeah, and malediction I don't think was nerfed. So,
I mean, malediction is mana limited. If mana becomes less of an issue, we might see it get nerfed in the future.
Yep. Let's see. We need to find... Let's see. Do we want to go ahead and take the fight now or wait? The risk of taking the fight now is losing our units, but we have means of handling that. Okay, so I think we hold off our fight 1 turn so that we have the armor on us. There we go.
And so you can upgrade the units, presumably?
Yeah. So what we're going to do is scout. Scout. Alright, I have 11 movement, so I can go a little further. Alright, so we'll take 1 more step just to make sure. Yep, there's no Hui there. And we will stop here so that we can do both our fights next turn. Alright. Not my cleanest start ever, but I think it'll be fine.
Damn it. Come on. Parsec, cooperate with me. Parsec. Have to minimize Discord, and hopefully that will cause it to behave again. There's a lot of stuff down here, I'm noticing. I'm going to save the campfire for the walk back, I think.
Possible Mesmer set.
Summoning. We're not going to get the set before the end of the game.
We've had games where Keld almost didn't get 1 set, but almost got 2 sets. He got the complete rabbit set and 2 pieces of the Titan.
12 miles from the major shrine.
Also, one thing we're wanting for the tournament to further incentivize going to the middle is having complete sets in the middle. If he can figure out a way to program that.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so I'd have to go even further down. Nope, I'm not going to bother.
Oh, did you ever play World of Warcraft by chance?
World of Warcraft, no. Okay. I played like Warcraft 2 and 3.
Okay.
When I was much younger.
Are you familiar with battlegrounds like Aretha, area control battlegrounds like Aretha Basin? By chance.
Hold up. What's going on here?
I don't know what's going on. What do you mean?
Oh, because I would normally pick up wood at this point, and I haven't found any wood. That's what's going weird. And I forgot to move them out. Whatever, it doesn't matter. My hero's right there.
Yeah.
I went to train my units. No,
let's keep in mind, we are... All right, so for the people at home, we are playing highly distracted right now.
I am just used to things that I didn't find. Like, weirdly enough, finding the artifact and like whatever else was not as important as finding wood, which is very easily done on the map. You can see it's like everywhere on your side. But
yeah, there's just wood everywhere.
The direction that I went in just so happened to not have any. Yep, and so now I'm like, hey, why can't I train my units that I was able to train every single time that I tested before, including the last couple times we just played? There's a neutral hero blocking you. You
Oh,
can't
I'm
get
completely blocked.
through. Yeah, Lord of None is just gonna have to take a seat for a turn.
We'll have him go scout that way then. We'll have her go scout this way. Okay, found the
Harpy nest.
So we know that it's somewhere around here, kinda. And then we know that that will get us units. I'm pretty sure we definitely want to control the battle. Because we want to look at that. Alright, so these are power 3 units with 52 health, 7 damage, 10 speed, and flying. These have 72 health, 9 damage, 7 speed, power 3. How do you consider... Because these are essentially tier 2 units. They should be on the same... They're on the same scale as zombies.
Yeah.
These are just better than zombies.
Yeah.
And yeah, like these aren't as bad as the upgrades. The upgrades are just unbeatable to the point like it is bad for the tournament. Whoever it's basically if you have Birds of Fortune guarding your shit, you don't get it. And like, all right, so we'll do something like this. Thankfully, we will have a Lich backing us up.
2 Liches.
Yep. I think I want my bony boys to not die. So yeah, those were real dangerous. And we did, but thankfully we did about a wash. That could have definitely been better.
I think the Harpies have almost as much stats as the birds, but I could be mistaken. And those are only power 2.
Yeah, and we can go recalcitrant swarming, so we can do that. And we can do that without having to worry about necromancy, because we can go through champions to swarming, and we can go recalcitrants unguarded. Alright, cool. So I've seen a build here. And the way we get to logistics is this route. Now, we could also go Mastery and Champion early, but I think Malediction is going to be more important.
Oh, yeah.
And I think...
You want as many possible, like, Death Curse triggers to give you more units as possible.
Yeah. And with them, I'm just going to grab this, then go over here. Thankfully, yep.
Forgot to look at my building tree. I should probably do that on my next turn to plan out what I'm building for the rest of the week.
Wife's coming in to give me a hug. Jacob's gonna be alright, okay, baby? You did the right thing.
Yeah, we did the right thing.
Alright. Got the zombies, the Chop of Doom.
Wow! Oh my god. It looks like every single zombie got it.
Yep, just about.
Like, every single zombie has a skull over there. Oh, wait, I see one without one.
Yep, now we have to micro the zombies to make sure they actually get into where, enemies are. That's the thing, is like learning to micro your maledictioned units is going to be the difference between balling out of control or not. Alright, we will go ahead and claim that, which we're still at 0, but there are fights I believe we'll be able to take, especially... Gold, this is a scary fight, but I think if I get my Arcane up and spend some mana, we'll gain the spiders as well. Lord of None.
He's just stuck. You can't move.
Now
so I think that's a turn?
Well, the question is should I just go ahead and camp Lord of None? Like,
you said originally you were thinking of him scouting the other direction?
Yeah, and plus we've got treasures to look for, and I've got an alchemy lab.
That is a unowned alchemy lab.
Yeah, and there's no way to get to it.
I didn't notice that earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, so the answer is no, we don't camp him. All right, we're gonna read our clue real quick. Build, yeah, see, between the white obelisk,
close to the major shrine, white obelisk, and harpy. See, like, this is nonsense.
Yeah.
Where is it located? Who knows?
somewhere in this
This is why I
area-
don't.
This is
Yeah,
also why I
don't-
said I don't mind in testing games like this, because it just hitting his backspace to find our treasures. Which when I start saying, "Hey, let's cheat," with a lot of people, they're like, "No, ew, it feels dirty." Like if it were a
Well, in
tournament.
my case, yeah, in my case specifically, like I'm making a point to not touch them, like because I don't consider them to be reliable.
You touched them.
Okay, so what we're gonna have to do is, because I wasn't able to get all of them, we're just gonna have to get ready to go into this fight, and then once I get the wood, we can train the rest of them. I didn't get a free level this time. Upsetting.
Yep. Floor levels are always fun.
Like, it's not necessary. It's just like, you know, it'd be nice.
Yeah, and I had a
Oh, yeah, fully white,
Sphinx.
that's
I mean,
good.
that riddle was real tough, though. I can't imagine who can't grow a beard.
Okay, we're gonna have to activate it here in a second. Okay, now.
Your boys are just eating the spears. Yeah, microing your deers out of the way was a smart idea. And you lost 0 units, which is pretty nice.
Bodyguards. Oh, of course there's a treasure chest right there. Why wouldn't there be?
Oh, great news! You have the Temple of War.
2 treasure chests.
Hey, yep. Well, see, this thing is like the reason why I don't think champion statue is always necessary, but the scouting advantage, the information advantage you gain from recruiting multiple heroes of your whole map is pretty good.
So let me think here. Yeah, we're gonna go and. Well, yeah, we're just gonna do that next. So what I was about to say was, oh, like just, no, we're not picking them up. We can have them. What? I think I would just, whatever. If I wasted a movement point, who cares? What I was gonna say was, the thing is like, did picking up that chest, or sorry, did not picking up that chest before doing that fight cost me anything? The answer is no, and that's what makes this build like resilient, and it doesn't matter if I had scouted it beforehand or not.
Okay, I get the concept. So,
Like,
but
picking up the chest first would have been nice, but it's not necessary.
So, realistically, I have no fucking clue where this is, because it says between the White Obelisk and the Harpy's Nest. More secrets known, the builders residing close to the major shrine. So my guess is somewhere down here close to that crystal. Let's see if I'm right. This is nonsensical. I want to
Of
press.
course.
I want to press backspace
I
to
know,
find it so bad.
I know, but the thing is like this is why I look at
It's rare
okay.
for them to be this bad, though. I will say that.
I know, but like the thing is like you said earlier, like, hey, if we're just testing things, like I want to like do it so that I can have it. But the whole thing is like when I was doing a bunch of single player testing over the last couple days, I explicitly was like, you know what, if my build can't win without getting the obelisks, then this build is non-viable. Like I do not I don't think we can judge builds based off of whether or not they got the obelisk. Does that make sense?
Yeah, true. And I'm honestly just going to ask for them not to be in there. For the big reason not to have them obviously isn't even boohoo. I can't figure them out sometimes. They're in English. We have I know less than 3 Russians that are in our Discord and we're streaming today that will be playing. And there's been several times where I'm playing with them and Platch or someone's like, well, shit, English is my second language. Can you read this for me?
Yeah, I mean, I also think that they're just inconsistent in general, and it's another like random factor that's thrown in that will cause some matches to be when maybe they shouldn't have been. Like,
I've been victim of people winning when maybe they shouldn't have. That,
like, it's just not necessarily the most fun mechanic for a competitive multiplayer setting.
Now we're putting Malediction on our hero. Let's see how that goes.
You also did it on a vampire and a lich. Both of which, well, the vampire's slow now, I guess, but the lich is still shooting.
There you go. Water elementals, 56 health, 11 damage. They are scary. There we go, and we did get about a washer units at least. We want swarming, cause swarming recalcitrants. We're level 3, we'll get that at level 5. Mastery I'm not big on, just because like 1 lich a week is not that big a deal.
No, it's not great.
So yeah, my recommendation for buffing it was, well, there's a current hole in the build.
We're maybe level 2 recalcitrants before. Yeah, like
the problem is I have
nothing.
Situation. I think we're gonna go ahead and get mastery rolling because we'll have the base.
What?
Get mastery rolling because I don't have summons at the moment. And but I do.
Recalcitrance just affects all of your units.
Correct. Now I can go Soul Beacon to start pouring in units that way. I could go Haunt to it. I'm definitely going to want to go Haunt Fort, but I can kind of wait on that. The question is when am I going to go hit up 4 more spells? I have 17 mana. I definitely want those, and I want these, and I want this. Shit, I probably don't have room for Fort in my build. Although I actually have to get Fort if I want to get Liches purchased. I'm not level 5 yet. I think here we're gonna go ahead and go Haunt. Grab our Masky boys. And there we go. Those are the new Wretched. They have a lot more HP, and instead of Immortal, they have Terror. And honestly, Terror is still a very good thing. Imagine having 72 units with Terror. Let's see, what are we looking for in the economy land? Oh yeah, we're still scouting. We coming over here anyways to fight the Harpy's Nest, so we're going to go find our treasure on the next turns.
All right, let's see here. Come on, Parsec. There we go. Okay, we're in.
This is a very defensive game. You got the defensive pants.
I think I forgot. I said I was going to look last year and I forgot. But now I'm at the point where I have to actually plan out, like, okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more buildings before next week. What are we going to do with them? The Symbiotic Grove being locked off is painful.
I think you're going to need an infirmary.
What? No, I shouldn't be losing units.
I mean, because you're going to want elemental. I mean, if you don't want your elementals, remember, fire elementals explode now.
Yeah, they're good. Don't get me wrong, but the goal is to hopefully not have the game last that long.
Gotcha.
I think we're going to do Marketplace, Guild of Mages, Fort. That's 3 buildings, and then Center of Wild. Yeah, I guess. I would love to build the pastures, but that's probably too expensive. So yeah, we're just going to do Marketplace for now. And now that I have all my units, this should be a cakewalk. Oh yeah, and bodyguards. I forgot about those. The 3 golden buck bodyguards is so strong.
Yep. What happens to their anima when they die? Do they become permanent units for you, or are they bodyguard?
They're not
anima?
permanent. They're like summoned and they'll disappear, unfortunately. So next we're gonna get Dizzy Tune, I think. Let me think
Personally, like I did the Lao Legion build. Going heavy into Dizzy Tune just did not impress me.
We're gonna do Dizzy Tune.
I think one point in it's good, but like it's not something you can rely on a core build because it's on a 2-day cooldown. Oh, look at that!
Another unguarded chest.
Yeah, and I believe that's a free fort. No, not a free, but a fort and a tent for you. Which I imagine with anima is going to be busted. All right.
This?
Never mind.
Yeah.
It wasn't the good one. Offense with your build is going to be offensive.
Oh, damn it. Spoders. Yes. Okay. So I remember asking something about the spoders, and the thing is that these things, they spawn spoders, and then the spoders can spawn spoders.
Yes.
That's why these things result in so many of them.
Yes, and it's so good. And Arachnego Burr is some of my favorite runs. Although the problem with them is she's so good is people just give up when I get her.
Of course.
It's like, no, don't give up. Do I have access to gold this turn? Do I have it? Alright. We need gold. We have Wild's Hourglass. Okay. So we want the fort this. It doesn't have to be this turn. We want the Soul Beacon as well, and we want the Guild of Mages. I think we can put off the Guild of Mages in order to get the fort. We want to obtain them. We still have at least 2 Immortal units, so, we've won the game.
I am curious if... I'm curious if my decay build would work if I just replaced the Wretches with something else. My first assumption is no, but maybe yes.
Yeah, a big problem with Malediction 2 is units that fear are fear, and units that retreat. Yeah, we lost quite a few bony boys, but we did gain
Didn't get a whole lot back.
Yeah, I think this was overall a win too, because when we get those Furies, we get to feed them into the Throne of the Dead.
That's true. Oh, right. You have a whatchamacallit.
Why, yes, I'd like
monument.
to be a Death Seeker expert.
I'm gonna have to go see if I can find. I'm gonna have to try and find my monument before the turn of the week, hopefully.
Why, yes, I would like Bestial Ward.
There's my monument. Bestial Ward is very good, very good. Oh, those are the Afrits. Nice.
You don't need those.
I mean, you have Yetis. Let's talk about those Yetis for a moment there.
I know.
Those are higher tier than mine.
Have you seen my Yetis? Alright. Alright, so 1100 gold a turn. Okay, so I think... I hate doing it, but we're going to be... Let's see, I'm at 13 mana. Yeah, I think here we're going to go after the golden bucks, probably. Alright, this treasure makes no sense. Alright. Yeah, well, at the end of the game, we'll look for where it was, because like that, this comes borderline bugged.
But like that's the thing is like I don't trust it to work during in a tournament environment.
This is my
like, I don't
see. I hate too that it was this hard because we've had so many games where it was a few heroes were out scouting and it was being right next to one hero, being right next to the other hero, being you found the treasure. Enjoy your +8 defense.
Level 3 currently. If I could take that fight, it'd be great. I'm a little scared. I don't know if Holy Light, like, I mean, I do. You know what? No, the Lynxes are what like secures it. I don't think I can go into that. Guild of Mages. Oh, Commercial Expert is be looking really tempting.
Yeah, Anima Expert ain't terrible.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
I mean, yeah,
it's not, and like because I'm not going to fort them. Like, Anima Expert would actually be nice, but it's too much not to do. Like, yeah, I think I could take this. Yeah, we could easily take it. Let's get that crystal mine. Actually gonna do things this way.
I like pixies because they're
damage.
Yeah, and plus pixies are kind of like fireflies, the inverse version of fireflies.
Ah! When did they get to there? Get off my hunters! Okay, there we go. That could have been bad. Okay, so next level I will get access to summoning regardless. So yeah, we're gonna do that. And mana regen, I am out of mana, so mana regen would be now. Yeah, okay, cool. Now we can go home for the Mages Guild, which, let's see what's in it. Oh, it's right here.
You have transform, by the way, which would be that's very good against someone that's like, oh, I got a bunch of immortals. You're like, no, you don't.
No, you don't. You got a bunch of other units. Actually, do you want to know why I really want this build to work, even though it's slower than my other version of this like same build? Because I'm going Earth Magic in a town with Earth Magic, which gives a lot of chances for things like transform. And that counters both immortals and ranged blobs.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, ooh, look at me! I got a bunch of like tier 2 or tier 3 archers.
Hypnotize is how I countered the Deadeye archery build in the last game.
Yeah, like I think that archery builds, even though people might be like, you know, oh, they're S tier or what have you, because I've heard that from both you and Sepia. Like archery luck or whatever, like I just think they're too easily countered. I think that it is entirely possible that your entire build could just be shut down by something like transform. Like it's too easy.
I think Wretches are still good with Terrify, by the way. I'm also going a low gold build, which is scary.
A low gold build? I don't know why. Someone saying I'm doing a low gold build has the same energy of like some punk rocker saying like, "No, I don't need a job to live, man. I
don't need life to live."
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't need gold. I can win without buying any more troops for the rest of the game. I'm a low gold build, you guys. And like this
might not be able to
serious...
afford my fort next turn. I might have screwed up.
No, might not be able to. No, you're not able to. You don't have, even if you had the gold to afford the fort, you wouldn't be able to afford the creatures. And this is something I've seen you do consistently with Champ Statue.
Yeah, thankfully though, like that's the thing. I'm only 200 gold off. I don't need them the same turn. All right, so here's how we unscrew our mistake.
Hi,
normally I have enough gold for everything, by the way. Like consistently keep in mind, I record. We have the videos.
I know. Well, I mean, I did say you run out of gold a lot against me.
All right, so we're force fielding up on our Necros. Alright, so Swarming Recalcitrance is now online.
And that's never a good thing.
Oh boy, healing! Please have gold. We have the gold, we got what we need. Sweet. Will this give me the healing spell?
No. The healing skill is just the infirmary thing.
Does that do anything for undead, even accidentally?
No, I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
Well, I'm leaving it on the ground.
I think there's a reason why Decay doesn't have it in any of their skill trees, last I checked.
Alright, I need to be able to afford my fort next turn. I get
They're
11.
like, we don't believe in healing. We believe in alternative healing. That zombie over there, it's moving again. It was dead, so we can call that healing.
Yep. If I had my obelisk gold, by the way, I would be fine here. But thankfully, we still got other things to do, and I'm not sure if you've noticed, I'm doing kinda okay.
No, I mean, like, our main heroes, like, are both moving forward at the same rate currently.
Yeah. And granted, this is not the S tier strategy that people were doing. They were doing Bane builds. I'm just trying to show another way undead can be overpowered. If I had all my treasures, by the way, at the turn of the week, I would have had enough gold. But my treasure's bad, and you're not in the tester mindset right now, so yeah.
All right.
It bothers me that those chests are still unguarded.
No. Like, I am in the tester's mindset, because the whole thing before is like...
you're in a play tester for the tournament. There's a difference between play testing for balance and game balance. It's the assumption is what happens when you play absolutely optimally. So that's why we would just cheat to find the obelisks, because the assumption is perfect play.
Okay, I gotcha. That is different. Okay.
Yeah. So, but it's fine. I don't mind just testing and matching wits. But I better not hear you didn't win this time. Ergo, go stuff's balance. But the fact is too is like you are keeping necromancy's keeping pace still. So it's not like it's nerfed into the ground to the point of no return.
Well, admittedly, the goal was to test Bane, and you're using the other thing.
Well, it's also undead in general. Wretched were across the board. Everybody got Wretched. And by the way, look what I'm getting out of my thing right now.
I know you're still getting them. I see.
Yeah. And plus, I would have gotten a Bane hero had I been able to, but I couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
Buying a third hero is like not wise on week 1.
Alright, so we're going to do this. We are going fort, and next week we're going to unscrew our economy. But for now, we get while the getting's good. I think we can leave back one of you so that y'all have a little more range. There we go, we now have Bestial Ward and a nice army.
Don't you just hate it when you're bopping along to that sweet travel music and a combat immediately starts and just jarringly has a fanfare?
Yep.
I'm not saying that's a fault of the game. I'm just joking for anyone listening.
Yeah, in the future, don't get us. I think Lauer Jow, whatever his name, the new music guy is putting in some hot bops.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, we're gonna put Malediction on our liches. We're gonna pay attention to our Yeti.
Oh god. Those are the new archers and the gunmans. The gun boys. The last time I fought an army like this, I think I got wiped and I learned to not touch them again.
Yeah, this was very, very rough. Thankfully, though, it looks like we're going to be a little okay. We did get units back. We are getting the Malediction trucks over here. And we are getting Swarming Reclamation. Alright, so it's level 7 that we can get this. So we do go Mysticism. Also, Mysticism's just good, because we want to get our logistics up.
Oh, cool. I just noticed it resumes the track when you come out of combat, where you left off.
Sweet. So we're going to do that. We are... Do I have enough mana for my one spell? Yes, I do. This fight looks so takeable right now, so we're going to do it. Now, the big scary part here is we don't want to lose all our units. By the way, notice my Wretcheds are gone. That would not be the case.
They must have got double tapped or something, yeah.
Well, that and they're just... No, single tapped.
Wait, what? Did Immortal get reworked so that they can die in one...
They don't have Immortal.
No, wait. Yeah, I'm stupid. Ignore me.
By the way, I think explosion on elementals is just stupid.
Oh yeah. Like, I have learned when I see a neutral fight with fire elementals, like, I'm just not doing that this time. Like, it's not worth it. Damn, this was vicious.
Yeah. And it's just explosion is a ridiculous ability. I shouldn't have taken this fight after all.
I mean, maybe Death Seekers could keep it if explosion is just in general turned down on the units that have it.
I have a problem if I pick that up by a potency.
You could always put it in your pocket.
Can you put it in your
Also, potency buffs your liches.
Good point. Alright. Yeah, not being able to find my treasure here was a huge anti-boon. By the way, I'm not getting those crystals this game.
You have a second crystal mine.
Yeah, well, I'm not getting those. I would rather fight this. Although the minions are and we're running into the problem maledictions heroes have or casters in general. I'm now at OOM, and this character doesn't have regeneration. So thankfully, will be getting more liches, and will be getting a second Yeti eventually, and I will be having my Immortal troops.
Experience. Ooh, purse of gold.
Ooh, a piece of candy. Yeah. In 5 days, it'll be like picking up 1,000 gold. I wish I had that fight so bad.
We're just guarding some of those. I don't know if it's worth taking. I might. Oh, right. I was gonna fight Thing on its own. Yeah, let's do this.
Yes, first in the forums and now here.
No, don't say that. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, man. Dizzy Tune already is back online. We're just gonna say the Confusioners are now the Confusionese. Oh, yeah, oh, hey. Let's use some salt spray on some summons.
Yep, that was...
look, they're all gone.
Yep.
But I was gonna say, I don't know if you noticed, but Wild Communion triggers on Dizzy Tune, even though it's like an ability and not a spell that costs mana. It doesn't give you very many anima, but it does.
Makes sense. I think getting some at all is okay for, yeah.
We're gonna get some Earth Magic, and we got Salt Armor.
And you got Knowledge Trinket.
Cool.
So you got micromanage it in the gold one, I think.
Well, I run into the problem where I could choose to either get gold or get mana. And... well, I mean... I've got a max of... what is it?
Well, keep in mind, the max knowledge will synergize with regeneration, too. Because it's based off your max mana.
Oh, that's movement. Yeah, I know. So currently we're getting 6 back a turn. This will bump us up to... 7... maybe 8?
Now, one thing with Mizuko is having regeneration locked behind Dizzy Tune is rough. Personally, I think caster heroes specifically should have baseline regeneration.
I don't think I need more than 2 ranks of regen.
Cool. That means you'll need 2 ranks of Dizzy Tune.
I'm planning on doing 2 ranks of Dizzy Tune.
Yep.
Rank 2 Dizzy Tune is pretty crazy.
Yeah, I've ran rank 3 before with plus 20 spell power. It was just everything is dizzied.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's certainly something.
All right, we remove our caravans. There you go. So thankfully we got units.
I'm going to head to the bathroom real quick.
And we got our Throne of the... Center of Decay is something I need to get. But Throne of the Dead is Throne of the Dead. And not enough power for us to care about it, so we need Tomb of the Silence to get what I want to get. Until then, more Wretches. I do think taking a day to organize here is a-okay. Alright, while he's at the bathroom, I'm going to go ahead and go to cam only. Wait, I'm not streaming. Okay, well, fuck. Wait, let's see. Gotta get this bad boy.
I have returned, and I saw that explosion.
Yep. I have explosion now. I have 2 Yetis. I have 10 Harpies, which, by the way, I think you know where the Yetis are going.
Oh, no. Well, hopefully they just turn into liches or the corruptors instead of Thanatoses or life banes.
Yeah, I'm royally mismanaging this. I also don't... You know what I think? I think I want to hit backspace so bad because I think my thing is bugged and just not on the map.
We'll see at the end of the game.
Okay. How does she have 4 singlers? She doesn't... Yeah, okay, she doesn't have... Yeah.
No levels of mastery yet is what you were checking.
Yeah. No levels of mastery. 8+ power. That's just a kick in the teeth. It's like, no, not... Vampires don't get the 9 power. So with that in mind, vampires get merged. And I have 14 of these boys waiting for me when I can afford them. Unfortunately, I don't got my elites coming from here yet, so I still like this setup because I do have access to archery. And we're going to our Throne of the Dead. Pretty much going to put the whole army up here. Transform. Yep, that did get me multiple liches. Alright, so to keep our liches safe, we're putting them out into my army. And we want our masks safe as well because they're immortal units, so they come down. And we merge the rest.
Huh. That was weird.
And that gave us...
Why is it not merging some of them?
Because some of them aren't qualified for it. Which is weird.
No, you had to click multiple buttons to get the vampires to go through.
Correct. I'll say this didn't come out quite as I had hoped, but I can get levels in archery, so the bone shooters are okay. And getting a corruptor was good. I definitely prefer the corruptor with their 12 power to that. And I would say my army right now is pretty juiced. Not juiced enough for these to be not moderate, though.
Yeah, I was honestly more scared of the Yetis than what came out.
Mastery juiced up liches seem pretty good.
But they are ranged.
Yeah. And I'm going to have archery on them. And champions.
Yeah,
so
but they're gonna be in melee and they're not gonna be allowed to attack. That's
except I'm going to have a line of like 15 immortals. We shall see.
All
this
right,
is getting
so
spiced.
We have 18 of these and 12 more of these. And what are we building? If anything. Might not build anything for now. There's my alchemy lab. I know the Ifrit thingy is up there somewhere. Ah, just one more movement needed.
Yeah, you out economy me right now considerably.
I just didn't spend as much at the beginning.
Yep.
I think I actually got less resources than you. I just spent it better. So we're
I
gonna
would say I spent it better. If that obelisk weren't bugged, I would be stomping you economically.
But even if it isn't bugged, you weren't necessarily going to find it.
Oh no, if it's not, I believe Like
And
with that
even if it
clue,
wasn't
that
bugged-
clue is bonkers.
Even if it wasn't bugged, you wouldn't know if what's the words here I'm looking for? You wouldn't know if you would have gotten a lot of resources out of it, because it could have been 2, it could have been 3, it could have been 4. Like, you have no idea how many like rings around you would have been led.
We would find out. But even just a little would be good. I think you're sleeping on obelisks, and I'm willing to duel you multiple times to suss it out.
You literally were saying earlier you advocated for them getting removed. Like,
Yes,
from the
because
tournament.
they're incredibly game swinging, and for there are reasons for there to be removed, and the chief one is they're incredibly overpowered.
Yes, that's not the whole thing. Is that I wasn't arguing they weren't game swinging. I was arguing that they're not. It's not possible to rely on them because their whole like line of balance is like, well, you know, maybe they'll be hard to find, or maybe whatever, or maybe
Alright,
they'll
so
give you the resources to instantly win the game.
But also consider, in my experience playing, which I've got pretty decent experience at this point, you almost get them every game. Like, it is very rare for this outcome. And that's why I'm starved on...
Really, yeah, I was about to say, maybe I'm just really unlucky, but it's like, it feels like 50-50 for me, or I'm just very negatively minded. Like, I do not trust obelisks.
Yeah. Well, the thing with this one is I think this one's just bugged. Like for real. Because let's read the clue again. Tomb built hidden between the Harpy's Nest and the White Obelisk. Though none were able to find it, saying it was the builders of them resided near a camp near the major shrine. So it would be I've already walked through here multiple times. It could be here. Could also be here. And let's look at the glitchy possible spots.
Yeah, like, it's just...
Like, this would be the area to make the most sense. But if we hit... But if we duel again and I get a bit... Let's see. We could go for them. Let's see. There's no more gold to leech out of the map. I think we have to take this fight on. Thankfully, though, we have 226 health liches, corruptors, invincible boys. I miss them with terror. Them having thorns. They're just not beefy enough for that ability. The carcasses were made worse. Oh, and of course my archers.
And I think they were kind of bad before, so...
Alright, Cantic Board Explosion. We're going to put it on the archers.
Doesn't Explosion hit all units? I don't know if you'd want to use that.
Imagine getting Malediction on every unit, though.
You know, that's true. Oh, no. It's a different ability that hits everything. That's the, like, super concentrated blast. Do you... Wait. Have you built your Mage's Guild yet?
Nope. I didn't have room in the build order.
Interesting. Well, lucky for you, I'm not playing anything with like fireflies or fire skip, so you don't have to worry about me just going haha over the wall.
Plus warding.
That is a Titan plate.
Yeah, I hate negative creature speed, but with this build I think we can stomach it. That's a witch's hut. That's unguarded treasures. That's something I'm never going to fight.
What's wrong?
I choose life.
Units exploding into fireflies bother you? I can't imagine why.
I'm probably...
Also, is this supposed to be a possible, like, tile set for underground?
Yep, the vibrant forest of the underground. Do not question it.
I mean, it looks nice. I just don't know if that's supposed to happen.
Also, one thing I want up here guaranteed is the palace building, because I like it. I like the flow of the game, and I like the fact that it gives a control point for people to attack.
Yeah. I think for tournament play that'd be interesting. I've noticed on some maps they generate with actually surprisingly weak defenses. Like, they're easier to take than the rare mines.
Personally,
sometimes.
I definitely think it should be a mini boss. One thing I'd like to see in this game too is mini bosses, and I think the palaces and the forts / portals / caves would be a great place to put mini bosses. But that's going well. That would be like future patches or possibly expansions and yada yada. Because right now a lot of this is very samey. So like having like mini boss battles to pace things up would be nice.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping that witch's hut has regeneration in it.
Oh man, that'd be pretty nice. That's for sure.
Because I'm at a problem of being at low mana, so I might take it. So I'm gonna at least look in it. Although running around picking up free treasure on the ground does not feel bad at all.
Is that another? No, it's the Cyclops Slayer. Okay. Yeah, we don't need voodoos.
You do the voodoos.
Yeah, let's just break through.
But I won't have time to chill out at the witch's hut if you're down here.
Oh no. Oh no. The entire point of this build is that, like, ideally, I should have actually already been in the underground by now. But unfortunately, the map layout made that not easy to pull off.
Oh yeah.
But I have 26 hunters, and they have a lot of friends. A lot of friends.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
So yeah, I would say that, like, when I was testing this build, I wouldn't ever use monuments in my starting zone, but I would if I found them in the second, like, area, because, like, that's part of the reason to want to break through. So do I want level 2 Dizzy Tune, or do I want more Earth Magic? I think I want more Earth Magic. Bloodlust is a nice pickup. That's a very nice pickup.
Yeah, we gotta consider that. I don't think we have time to dilly-dally, unfortunately. Yep, I do like just raw stats.
That is a second wild town.
Yep. Now, unfortunately, this is one of those scenarios of why I hate mode, because now you're kind of aware of the general position of it, and I'd rather you weren't.
Yeah. Fog of War would be really nice to have. Oh, that fire effect on my units in the last battle was my own, like, Shaw's casting Fire Shield on me. I just realized. I thought that was something the enemy did for some reason.
Just one thing I've been doing too is doing redundancies like this in case I mess up sequences, because messing up sequences happens to everyone.
Yeah.
And
I feel like I need to be doing more of it, and I never remember to.
No, I'm hoping that you can't reach, and of course, like, you'll have to skip. Yeah, I don't think you'll be able to reach from your portal. It very rarely pulls out that way.
Yeah, no, I've got a little bit of distance.
No, you don't.
Oh shoot!
This is some bullshit.
Oh my god! Okay, this is really bad.
Yeah, this shouldn't have.
Well, I mean, to be fair, regardless of whether or not you had scouted it, I might have been able to just go and grab it, because usually by the time I'm in the underground,
You may have picked up some treasure beforehand or things like that, but yeah.
Well, what I was gonna say is like I prioritize like XP and artifacts over resources by the time I'm down there.
Yeah,
because I'm trying to get to the middle or get to my opponent as fast as possible at this stage of the game with the way I've been playing and testing.
This is just a bullshit swing. Like I found it first, and then it turned out to be within less than 20 tiles of your portal. That in our testing, that rarely happens.
Don't want to cast.
So I went from overwhelmed.
Yeah,
so yeah, this is swing by City Center, but we will play again. You did win fair and square. Well, you did get the city first fair and square. That doesn't mean you won.
What's currently happening over there? Nothing. We can just.
All right, gotta love this. This bug needs to be fixed. Hold on. Mind if I hit his foot gate real quick?
What bug?
Yeah, voices of the current music sound voices of Wrath.
Yeah.
Wrath is bugged.
I've noticed. I have noticed. Maybe voices of Wrath or whatever other music only plays in certain battles. I've noticed sieging the neutral town and attacking other player like heroes. The music doesn't work for some reason.
Yeah, and that needs to be fixed because the music is fun.
The music is great. Ooh, there we go. And we're gonna get. I did just use Dizzy Tune. We're gonna get summoning. We got summon goblins, which is an earth spell.
Yeah, and see, you got the ability here. This was
That's what's. Oh my god!
That's an unnatural swing here, but it does show that undead in their current state can be even under some circumstances. I definitely am ready for a rematch though, because I consider this a below average run.
This is annoying. The fort does not work in the neutral town. I reported it recently, and hopefully that gets seen. But yeah, the fort doesn't apply to anything, and you can't build it. Like I think either the fort should not be built already, or it should,
Yeah, fair enough.
It'd probably be more balanced if the fort wasn't built, because like there's already enough stuff here. You don't need to have a free fort on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna get 8 more hunters. Who am I kidding?
Yeah, now are you going to try to attack me in this turn, or are you going to let me mana up and get my reinforcements?
I have no movement. I have no choice.
Okay, good.
This is where I am. Yeah, I can't move.
That's good news, at least. But yeah, you getting the city first here, and it being a wild town. Because I remember in previous tournaments too, we made it where it wouldn't be someone else's town, because this just fed your build so much. Part of me just wants to concede and go like, this is BS.
I wouldn't blame you for it. It's
But it's I just hope this isn't governing your opinion on the builds, because this isn't normal. Also, since I'm nowhere near it and not going to get it, where the hell is that thing?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I accidentally hit backspace down. I'm not going to give myself demonology. No, thank you. Yeah, it's not on the map. Do you see the X?
I see a firebird.
Yeah, I mean...
Is that like... Oh, that's for animal taming and stuff, isn't it, right? No, there's the X. Excuse me? Go further down.
Nobody would ever find that. Nobody... Yeah, between the Harpy and things close to the major shrine, my ass.
Do you know what, though? Oh my god, I know what's going on. Brian, there's no other landmarks near it. That's why it says close to the major shrine.
Alright, that's actually good intel.
That's something to keep in mind in the future. That still horribly sucks, but we know why it happened.
Yay, so we are learning here. We're going to go ahead and... do you mind print screening that? Because I have to hold down backspace to do this.
I can make a snippet real quick. Hold on.
Just snip it, get the Harpy in, and like that. For that.
So that you have a... Yeah, and I'll send it to you here in a second.
And then we'll do the clue as well.
Wait. Crap. I'm sorry. All right, hold it down. And let me hope that this doesn't scroll. It shouldn't, at least not on my screen. All right, there we go. I think I got it.
Yeah, because this would have been a complete... All right, and then we'll look at the clue. Go ahead and snip the clue to go with it if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, yeah, hold on. Sorry. I'm just going to reopen it again.
There you go. I think that would be a decent report on the... I'm not sure if that should be a report or whatever, but like this would have been a different game.
I'll send it to you. You can send it.
That was a rare bad spawn. It's good to know that this could happen though. Okay.
And
so
why?
that might
You
actually
know why
win me
it
over.
happened. There's
Yeah.
no landmark. There you go. I've sent them to you.
There you go. So I was correct on that. Whoa, stop.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to.
No.
Hold on. I need to click into. Actually, there we go. Now my mouse cursor's been detached. I'm sorry.
Cool. Yeah. And that's why I think that's part of the reason Obelisk shouldn't be there. Because if somebody loses a tournament where there's an Obelisk and it was like that, they're not going to be happy.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be either, and that's why, like I said, I have given up on them. I do not believe. I cannot like tell myself, oh, I'll be able to do the economy on this because I should be more likely to find an obelisk, because more likely still means potentially not. And so in all the testing, I just said, screw it. I'm not touching the obelisks. I'm just going to play as if they don't exist. And if my opponent gets them, cool. I'm going to have to try and beat them, assuming they have it and I don't. Because, you know, it's, I don't want to say just as likely, but it is likely enough that my opponent is going to run into the trouble you just did, or even if they don't, spend like 4 or 5 turns looking for it where they shouldn't have been spending those turns doing other things.
Yep.
Whether that's camping the hero or, you know, exploring or what have you. Like, I can't.
I think the new Wretches are pretty dang powerful. Cause like fear on fear good. The new Carcasses died, but I don't care about Carcasses.
I think in both cases, both the Wretches and the Carcasses, I think the problem you're going to run into is they're like the Wild Wolves to me, in that they're a unit that you spend in like one fight, and you can't.
Well, not
use them
Wretches
until that
because
one
they
fight,
have.
or they're going to
well,
die.
no, because they have fear is the thing.
I have yet to see you go into a fight with Wretches and come out of them with the Wretches still alive. 40 health is not a lot. If you recall, I was complaining about like the
I just
recently.
wait. Did the Wretches not survive that fight?
No, they
didn't,
died.
shit. I must have
You
blinked.
might have saw their ghosts. No, their ghosts like came back because you have recalcitrance. But no, the Wretches have died every single fight because 40 health is like nothing.
Oh no, they have a health. They have a health buff too. They're not 40 health.
Yeah, they are. They used to be like 23.
Ah. Oh.
40 health is their buffed health. It's still low.
But as you can see, they've gone from being the most powerful necessary unit in the game to not.
Yeah, they're like a situational, like, one-use thing. Like, obviously, I think if you were wanting to preserve them, you just wouldn't be putting them in combat with these other units that you're using to clear with. And that's fine. Like, we can have units like that in the game. Because, like, if you had, like, 15 to 20 Wretches for this upcoming fight, they might make a pretty serious difference if they're fearing, like, the cats, for example.
But yeah, the Soul Eater is definitely not the build to go for. I need to re-explore Bane more. Right, with that.
Run away!
What? No, tactical retreat.
Have you ever played The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion?
A long time ago, but I don't know a
Okay.
reference.
No, I don't know what voice actor it is because I know he's voiced other games, but that's one of the like high pitched like elf voices when they're afraid. There's a really great video of someone or like a pair of brothers that did like a bunch of silly videos about Oblivion when they
Are you fine
when
with
they
me
played
just
it and, like,
going to
they-
hit? I mean,
conceding?
here's the thing. Well, the thing is I can use logistics to juke you, possibly. But you have 2 cities. But I'd like to just concede here.
You don't have logistics. I thought you just had
Yes,
the
I do.
staples, which I can also pick up.
Oh,
do?
you can. I have logistics. Yeah.
Oh crap! That's your other little hero, but we're not scared of them. Yeah, no, I'm right here. I'm on you.
Okay. Yeah, you got me. It's cool. Yeah, we'll go ahead and
Do you
fight.
want to do
you.
this?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you got it fair and square. It's just, yeah. I want more testing with this hero in particular. Especially because I haven't done the malediction heroes. I feel a lot went wrong this game with them.
Did I actually get swarming yet, or am I still too? Oh my god!
Also,
might
I
be still
think
too
I think you're
level.
catching me mana down too, which is just going to be
Yes. I don't have a lot myself.
Our
but I
unit
think I still have, like,
power is
25.
pretty even though, so this might actually favor me if the swarming recalcitrance is enough, and that's a big if. All right, are you ready?
I am ready.
And you don't
I
want
got
to
my hand off the mouse.
All right,
Yep.
so we'll
I
start.
got my hand off the mouse, and I'm.
And just reminders,
fingers on the
I'm
Q
P, you're Q.
Yep. All right, it's me.
Also, I think there's a bug. I can't afford
What's
my
that?
spell because of potency, but it's showing that I can on the screen.
Oh, interesting.
Now, transform would probably be a good idea here. In fact, I'm pretty sure that hard counters me.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna transform all of the. Well,
It's a hard choice.
we're gonna transform most of the shooters. Bye bye.
But yeah, looking at it, I cannot afford, so it that should probably be updated.
Yeah.
All right.
Go, Katos, go! I'm supposed to have swarming in this fight, but I have not leveled enough for it, apparently. Oh, I picked up summoning magic, a level 2. Oh, that's what it was. I picked it up too early, and I just noticed a bunch of fireflies exploded on me, I think, or something.
Yeah, but I
Oh,
don't
right, 'cause
think
I
it's going to be enough.
transformed.
So
I
here,
transformed
I never
so
got
you
my
can have
mage guild.
fireflies. We're gonna heal.
I never got my mage guild. I never got any mage armor. Like, I don't think this is the optimal soul eater. But even then, like, I just think casters are in a bad state. He doesn't get regeneration, so you're talking about 4 mana a turn baseline at level 9. All right, good job. I concede here. You don't have to go collect my capital.
Oh yeah, that's. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I forgot to say so at the start, but I was going like if we had like if we were doing the thing where like you're picking up everything on the way, I was gonna be like, okay, I apologize, but I'm going to concede this time.
Well,
I meant to say that at the start and I forgot. So
I mean,
yeah, no, I have no
if you
problems with
feel
conceding.
there's no chance of winning, conceding is fine.
Yeah.
Do you mind if we just click through? Also, this
Yeah,
game,
go ahead.
obviously, not getting obelisk it never feels good. I won't harp on that point more than we already have.
Oh, can we actually see where mine was? Because I remember like looking and counting, and I was like, I don't know if I trust it. Like, because I had the opportunity to just try and grab it this time.
Yours was right by the mushroom.
No, screw that. I would have. Oh man, it said like 18 miles south of the obelisk. That is very obviously southwest. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's southwest of the obelisk. So sometimes they're just wrong, and usually they're
Yeah,
not this
I'm
bad. This is
so
the
glad.
worst. These are the worst obelisk spawns I've ever seen. So this is an outlier
I'm so
rather
glad
than the
I
rule.
decided to not chase after it.
Yeah, I would say this is the one case example. This is the one case example of it going horribly wrong. Usually they're about right in my experience. Like over 50 matches, this was the single worst. And I don't know. I'm down for another match if you are.
don't think I can.
It's
It's
okay.
7:17 p.m. and I have to go to work at 6 a.m. tomorrow, I believe.
Cool.
I don't think I can commit to another game. I'm sorry.
I am. You're not sorry. You're wonderful. That's a-okay. I just wanted to actually try one of the Bane heroes out.
I know.
But the problem with the caster hero there is, I'm sorry, 5 mana a day is not enough for any caster.
So, the way I compensate for that, and for some like mechanics, this is not an answer. Like Wild Communion.
You didn't compensate for it. You just had regen.
No, I did. Do you know how many spells I cast this game? Like 5 over the course of the whole game.
That's not good enough, and that's not fun.
Well, yeah. What I was gonna say is what I compensate for it is I don't actually cast spells. I rely on my faction's units, which is not. That's not how it should be. Like, I am in agreement. I'm just saying, like, that's the only reasonable way to play Mage Heroes right now.
Yeah, is to not play them as Mage Heroes.
Oh no, wait. That's
like you had Summoning too, which I think I'm not impressed with Summoning at all. You heavily invested in 1, 2, 3, 4.
Summoning stacks with elemental magics. So. If I had summoned Earth Elementals, for example, I would be getting the benefits of my Earth 2 and
yes,
summoning.
I've done that build, and I've done that build too, where I had a level 18 potency, water summoning, and summoning 4 on a guy who had a just basic Might Hero build who is new to the game, and the potency build lost to the new player that had no idea what they were doing.
Yeah.
So it's just it's in a bad place, and like I can actually that video too. Like I actually have it up where basically it was like, all right, I summoned my summons died, and everything got clapped.
Yeah, like I think that the problem, weirdly enough, like making mana regen base would help, but outside of certain very swingy spells. I think we're in this weird place where a lot of like just buff spells don't compete with might skills that give those same buffs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, correct. I think the skill lines for attack and defense and things like that are just better. And like in the cases where there's game-winning spells like Transform, you don't need a lot of spell power or magic to get a Transform to swing the game. So, like, a Might Hero can just pick it up and use it, which is exactly what Crime Marauder Corps did to me.
Yeah, exactly.
In our last Undead v Undead match, which I do recommend watching that one, even if you like have to double speed or whatever.
The only thing that the Magic Hero will grant you in that case, like, okay, sure, you have a little bit more power, but they give you a little bit of reliability, because obviously I got 2 extra spells from
I will say,
Earth
too,
magic.
This is the worst and tiniest cave I have ever seen. The other caves we've seen usually are much longer, much bigger, and have like multiple of the palaces in it. There was no palaces spawned at all this map.
Yeah, you're right.
So like this was not an example map. So like I want you to strike this one from your memory. You learned nothing from here.
Okay.
And now one thing I will say about your side is I do feel my side start-wise had a lot of advantages. For example, nobody's going to say that starting off with Ancient Sphinx was bad. Starting off with Cloud Palace and not even using it is just objectively, like, laughably worse. We both had access to gold mines, but the fights on them were a little too rough.
Do you remember before what I was saying about how I've been testing my builds? Like, aside from the fact that, well, no, the sawmill thing wasn't even a problem. The chest thing wasn't a problem. Yeah, no, like the way I've been making my builds, I don't actually use most of the extra stuff. Like I just grab what I need and go.
Yeah, so you have to rely on your start units, and you stack your start units early. I've seen your build. There's several weaknesses to it though, in that you aren't gathering resources as fast as someone. You're closing yourself off to Obelisk, which I'm admittedly pushing for no Obelisk for reasons. But yeah, I think overall, if we keep playing, I'm going to win more often than you are, and I'm willing to put that to the test.
Okay.
Especially if I pick my favorite heroes. But right now, we need to test Decay.
This is also the weaker version of my build because
I also think
caster.
I'm willing to bet that Bane is still better than Malediction.
Interesting.
There is... All right, let's head to the lexicon real quick. The problem with it... Like, the problem with that hero is he's a caster without regeneration. for malediction to be worthwhile, you want to be casting at least something once per combat. Like even if it's just force field.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have picked. Also, I shouldn't have picked up that potency item. That was just a mistake on my part.
I
Soul Eaters
in your backpack.
Soul. I mean, I should have probably done. I shouldn't have used it. Whatever. But like, yeah, the point here is, she starts with necromancy, and necromancy is okay at best. It takes so long to pop off, and it doesn't feel good to invest in. Plus, her mastery is for vampires, and vampires kind of suck. Yeah. Next, you have her. She starts off with wisdom, so she gets a lot more spells, but she has blood warping or necromancy to go into regeneration. All the heroes that either don't have regeneration or is locked behind necromancy, and that's just feels bad. I think Bonehead is still the way to go.
When I played her, I used blood warping. If I recall, when I used it, what I explicitly told you when I was playing, though, I was like, okay, so the idea here is I'm using blood warping and mana regen and malediction, and either I'm deciding, okay, this is a fight where I'm going to use a bunch of spells, and I'm going to have malediction proc, and I'm going to gain units, or this is a fight where I'm not going to use any spells, I'm going to let my mana regen, and I'm going to get blood warping procs.
Yeah,
you're not doing both at the same time because they are actually anti-synergistic.
Yeah,
they do not work together.
I think now more than ever that might actually be a viable line of play if blood warping gives enough units power, and I think it could. The problem is though, it's locked behind wisdom. You're going to want wisdom on cooldown, and wisdom is a nothing burger after you have enough spells. So that's the reason. I think whoever started, or wisdom needs some kind of buff to be worth it. Like give a point of knowledge with it or something. I think he would be the best if he had regen. He doesn't have regen, and whoever gave him late game potency locked behind wisdom just is doesn't like decay. An anti-decay spy came in and did Soul Eater's tree. And like, this is a small community. I want to know. I want the whoever did the hero tree for Soul Eater to come defend this tree. As far as the best heroes, I think Rotheart's great. Lord of None, all three of the Might heroes are good. There's probably a tree where you go heavy royalty. Make sense? Heavy royalty, heavy recruitment.
No, I don't think the extra units you'll get, I don't think the extra units you get will make up the difference of whatever other hero, like the loss of whatever other hero skills you're getting. Like,
that's my argument against necromancy.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's what I said before. I was like, it feels like a dead skill like 90% of the time.
Yeah. So you see his problem. He has necromancy, royalty, and estates all deadlocked. So that's why you start with him in heroes.
Recruitment.
And recruitment. That's what I mean. Yeah. So like
you could do oligarchy.
Yeah, what? you can do oligarchy. If you but guess what? You still need to get estates to get your champions on, and late game. No. He's just a trash hero. So there are two real heroes to pick necromancy right now, and that's these two. And I believe even with the nerfs, they're still incredibly powerful and can definitely win. But we need to test those. I didn't test them this time because in this role I didn't get one of them. It just is what it is.
Do you think you could play one of them without hero statue so that you're guaranteed it?
I could do Bonehead that way, but then I wouldn't get my guards, and you know how much I love my bodyguards.
Mm-hmm. I mean, technically speaking, the build that I did, you saw how my early clearing was very much based around, okay, I've got 3 free golden bucks here. Like, I mean, I used a build that used bodyguards, it just didn't use hero statue.
Which is fine. It just doesn't feel as potent, and I don't know. I definitely think I can whoop. If you want to see your build absolutely decimated, I can pull out my old reliable. Like, I can beat you in under an hour with Ezran. I guarantee it.
Oh, bold words.
Yeah. Now I'm going to stop recording here.